beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova, and I am so happy to see you today. I hope you guys are doing awesome, and I hope you and your loved ones are taking care of the best that you can. Hopefully, if you guys are in like Louisiana, Texas, Mexico, like any of this area that's being affected by rain and tropical storms and stuff like that, hopefully you guys are staying safe, staying dry. Hopefully you guys have power, all of that stuff. So far, we have been getting a lot of rain, like just a lot of just constant downpour. We've had tropical storm advisories and flood advisories, but we have not lost power. So, and I think we're getting through the worst of what was projected. I think it was supposed to be like a Wednesday night through Thursday was supposed to be the worst of it. So unless it changed, I think we're getting through the worst of it now. So I hope you guys are all doing good. Today I have something kind of fun to show you. I had my hubby do a little challenge for me for crochet. So I was sitting there kind of being in a funk, not wanting to work on anything, and just nothing sounded good. I didn't want to, like, nothing I could think of was like something I wanted to do. I was just feeling really down, you know, kind of getting in my head. And I was like, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I just like, without thinking too much about it, called my hubby over. I said, I want you to go into the yarn room and pick 1 to 3 yarns for me to make something with. And I will make something with just those yarns. It can be any yarn. And he was like, really? Okay. He loves doing stuff like that. So he's like, I could be a total dick and like get a really skinny yarn and really thick yarn and all this. And I was like, go for it. Like, literally get whatever you want, challenge me, and I will make something with it. So he comes out of the craft room. This is the room that I'm in, by the way. We only have a 1-bedroom apartment. This is actually the room. We use our living room as a bedroom so that we can have a craft room. That's how important crafting is to us. His 3D printer is over here. You guys can't see it, but he has this little corner right next to me set up for his 3D printing stuff. But anyway, so this is what he got, were these 3 yarns. So let me show you them each individually. This is what's left of this. It is not very much, but it is like this purple. It's like a gray purple, and it's fuzzy. It's so soft. This came from Cynthia when she sent me Happy Mail. So that is the first yarn. The second yarn is this Hue IQ. This was a Yarn Bee Hobby Lobby clearance yarn. This is a number 6 bulky 100% acrylic, and it is one of these yarns that has multiple strands of different colors that are twisted together, and it is a bulky yarn. So I used a good chunk of this too. I don't know if you guys can tell how flat that is. And then this other one is one that I have used a little bit here and there. I treat this like gold because this is like, it looks like moss to me. So I've mostly just used it on my Hobbit door rug project, but I kind of hoard this so that I have something that looks like moss. It's getting really flimsy now, but this was the Fireside yarn. This is a number 5 bulky, 97% acrylic, 3% polyester, and it looks like this. So these are the 3 yarns that he grabbed. This one I'm not sure what it's made out of, but it looks like this. Okay, so I wanted to make something. There is one thing I would like to add to this because I wanted to make something I haven't made before. So I free-handed a little mouse, and the thing that I want to add to it still is I want to add whiskers to it. What I would love to get is, like, you know, those fiber optic strands? I feel like those would make amazing whiskers. But I don't know. I'm still trying to come up with like the best thing that I could use for whiskers. I know I could just, like, my hubby was like, well, why don't you just like embroider them on, like, flat onto it? And I'm like, no, if I can, I would really like to do a 3-dimensional whisker. Okay, so what did I do for this? Well, the first thing that I will point out is I actually crocheted this inside out. I find for some reason when I crochet, the fuzzier part of the yarn, like when I'm using like a yarn with texture to it like this, the texture always ends up on the inside of my stitches. So all of this textured goodness was going to end up on the inside. And I will try to pop up a picture. I will pop up a picture. I tried to take a picture to show you guys kind of what I was talking about how like if I did it not inside out, the part of the stitches that would show is not fuzzy. Like it barely gets any of the fuzz. So I crocheted this inside out. So this is technically the inside of my stitches. They're the wrong side of my stitches. But like I've said before, there really is no wrong side. It just depends on your project. And this particular project, I thought it looked better as the outside. The other thing I wanted was for it to have posable limbs, because then he is able to sit, and he sits very pretty. That's how I've had him posed since I made him, is actually sitting. But I love when they have posable limbs. That's like one of my favorite things for stuffies. And technically these arms are also posable, by the way. They kind of are sticking up, but these technically also can be posed the way that I did them. But then I made him a little vest using that rainbowy HQ yarn, this one. And I made a little bow tie using that green yarn. And then this is actually, this green right here is actually a strand from this yarn. What I did was I separated a length of this yarn into the different layers. So try to show you guys. See how it has so many different colors in there. Well, what I did was I separated the yarn out into the individual strands, and then I used that as part of this bow tie. And then it's kind of hard to see, but the very top of this, at the neckline, I actually crocheted 2 rounds. I did a chain round and a single crochet round, and one more single crochet round in just one strand. And then I attached on with the thickness and continued it. And that made it so that it could have a more cinched in neck that wasn't so bulky. And that's how I did that. Oh, and for the face, I crocheted a ball shape, like a circle shape or sphere shape. And then I crocheted a little circle. And I actually put my nose in the middle of that little circle, and I finally used this nose that I've been saving for a special project. It's bigger than a normal safety nose, and it's fuzzy. And then I put that on there, and then I sewed it on. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but this actually pops out a little bit. And then I used the embroidered eye tutorial by Cassandra over at Craftably Ever After. I knew I wanted to do an embroidered eye with this one, so I did not put safety eyes on it. And then I crocheted little magic circles with stitches in them, but did not close the magic circles to make them quite a complete circle. So they were like an almost complete circle, and then I sewed those on. But that's my little mouse, and I love him. I think he came out so cute. He's like this, like I said, it's like a gray, but it's also kind of like a lavender. It's like a really light lavender gray. So I think he came out adorable. I love him so much. I want to do like little white whiskers on him. I think that would be cute. I literally was looking up pictures of mouse faces when I was making him to try to figure out like where I wanted to place my nose on the head, and I decided to do like a little bit lower down because a lot of times that's kind of like the way that mouse faces look. I don't know. And then I did like kind of like little sad cutesy downturned eyes when I did his eyes, because I thought that it just like I don't know, it looked very mousy to me. So I think he looks so cute. Right now he kind of looks like a bear because he does not have whiskers yet. I think the whiskers are going to make a big difference, but I think he looks so cute. I love him. He's very, very soft and cuddly. That was like the first thing, like when I showed him to hubby, he was like, oh my gosh, it's so soft and cuddly. So I actually love this. I collect bears. I don't have very many bears. A few years back I actually purged my bears because I had too many collections going, and I was like, I need to lighten the load of things that I am collecting because I have a bad tendency. I have a collector's heart. I want to collect things. But I did pare down my bears, so I just have like the ones that I really loved. And one of the things that I really love in bears is posable limbs, them being able to sit and stand and stuff. It just makes them feel, I don't know, so much better to me. Like that is like a huge perk to me in my, like, it's kind of a qualification in my favorite bears for them to have posable limbs. And then I love it when they wear little outfits, like little shirts or little overalls, things like that. My favorite bears that I've continued to keep are actually boyd bears. They're like older bears, and I love them so much. They came from garage sales years back. I would like keep an eye out for these boyd bears back when I was a teenager, actually. So I've had them for quite a long time, but that is how he came out. So you guys will have to let me know what you think of our little mouse, and do you guys think that I did justice to the challenge? I know I didn't use a whole lot of, you know, some of them, like the bow tie, I didn't use a whole lot of the green, but I think that that's fine. So cute. And also, what do you think we should name him? The only names that come to my mind when I see mice are like Fievel and Jerry because of Tom and Jerry, and oh my gosh, why did the name of the movie just like pop out of my head? Whatever, you guys, if you know, you know, you'll know what I'm referring to. But anyway, I don't think those are this mouse though. All right, guys, I will let you go now. Let me know down in the comments what you have been up to, what you've been working on. Are you guys doing good? Are you getting any like weird weather? Are you getting any rain? You know, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys again real soon. Bye, guys.